This thing about you getting beat up by Jay-Z's like people, like, what happened with that? Is that real or people making stuff up?
No, that's real.
Okay.
In a nutshell, Dame and Jay-Z already had beef.
Okay.
Prior to the world knowing.
That's a big business marriage. You break those up. You think Kanye fell from $1 billion quickly. Let them two get divorced. Somebody is not going to be a billionaire no more.
To talk about what everybody is talking about in this situation. Blue Ivy's dress. Oh.
It comes after the 12-year-old's gold strapless ball gown became the talk of social media when she appeared at the premiere of Mufasa, The Lion King.
Oh my God, you won't believe what just happened. Industry insider Choke No Joke just dropped a bombshell about Jay-Z and Beyonce, and it's all about how they're raising Blue Ivy. I'm literally shaking right now because this isn't just some random gossip. He's suggesting there's something much deeper going on behind the scenes. Like, we're talking about calculated moves to shape Blue Ivy's future in the entertainment world. Is this just smart parenting from music royalty, or is there something more controversial brewing? Let me spill all the tea.
Jay gave me a check. I kept my job at Roc-A-Fella. I let it go because for me to get millions, which I should have did, and me still being in the street mentality, I didn't want to press charges on Jay-Z.
Right.
But wait, there's more. This drama isn't coming out of nowhere. The Carters have been under the microscope forever when it comes to their parenting. From those intense legal battles over Blue Ivy's name, can you even, to people constantly questioning if she's being pushed into the spotlight too soon. And honey, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Choke is stirring up all kinds of old drama, connecting dots between past grudges and what's happening now. Whether you're buying what he's selling or not, everyone's absolutely glued to this story. And trust me, things are about to get so much juicier.
His way of ducking and dodging news or scandals, I'm probably thinking, how am I going to get my out of this one?
Get this, Choke is spilling major tea about Jay-Z's control issues. Apparently, the rap mogul isn't just obsessed with managing his own brand and image. He's applying the same iron grip to Blue Ivy, every single detail. From her public appearances to her outfits, even down to how she's portrayed in the media. Choke swears it's all part of some master plan to turn her into the next big thing. This isn't just parenting, darlings, it's full-on empire building.
United and defiant. Jay-Z, Beyonce, their daughter Blue Ivy, and Beyonce's mother Tina Knowles are sending a clear message that they're standing by the music mogul.
And here's where it gets really wild. Choke is convinced none of this is random, like absolutely nothing is left to chance. Every appearance, every event, every single look, it's all meticulously planned out. He's not exactly saying it's wrong, but the way he's painting this picture whispers. It really makes you wonder if all this spotlight is going to backfire someday.
She's 12 was trending on Twitter after online users started complaining about Blue Ivy's dress at the Mufasa premiere.
But hold on to your seats, because Choke isn't just worried about what's happening now. He's looking at the big picture, and it's giving me chills. We all know what fame can do to young stars, right? Some shine bright, but others, well, let's just say the pressure can be too much. Choke is basically warning that by keeping Blue Ivy constantly in the spotlight, Jay and Bey might be opening a Pandora's box they can't close.
It's interesting because I'm hearing people talk about like Beyonce's losing followers now just because of her conversation with, just being aligned with Jay.
Right. Well, I think that could be some truth to that. I don't know.
And the plot thickens. Choke isn't the only one running their mouth about this situation. More and more people are jumping into this conversation about how Jay-Z and Beyonce are raising Blue Ivy. The tea is scalding hot, with supporters and critics going at it like there's no tomorrow. Trust me, this drama is only getting started.
And early, because you're a mom, so I want to ask you this question. Earlier in my Hot Topics, we were talking about the backlash that Blue Ivy was getting with the dress that she wore for the Mufasa premiere.
God.
Now,
she's gorgeous.
She's so gorgeous. Now, you are a mom of a teen daughter.
Yeah.
So what do you think of her outfit?
Well, my mama protection, I immediately turned up real quick.
Let's rewind to where all this drama exploded. That infamous Mufasa premiere. Blue Ivy's appearance had everyone talking, but leave it to 50 Cent to pour gasoline on the fire. In true 50 fashion, he couldn't resist taking a dig at Jay-Z with a now-deleted post that was dripping with shade. Like, imagine taking your family to see Mufasa while controversy is swirling. 50 definitely didn't miss the irony there.
Jump down.
down on you. She jumped down. Oh, she was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped out, she was like, duh, duh, duh. And I'm like, wait, what is she doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay-Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, girl.
But wait, 50 wasn't done stirring the pot. He took it to a whole new level by sharing this absolutely wild AI video showing Jay-Z and Diddy in handcuffs with KRS-One's Sound of Day Police playing in the background. The shade of it all. It wasn't subtle at all. And naturally, the internet went absolutely crazy.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police.
The drama doesn't stop there. The fans are totally divided over Blue Ivy's gorgeous gold gown at the premiere. Some people were clutching their pearls saying, she's only 12, let her dress like it. Others were literally in tears, saying they've got her looking way too grown. It sparked this huge debate about parenting choices and whether fame is too much, too soon for Blue. But don't think for a second that everyone's against the Carters. Some fans are defending them like their lives depend on it, saying they're actually empowering Blue Ivy, not harming her. Christian Serrano, who designed that stunning gold gown, wasn't having any of the negativity. He defended the look as totally age-appropriate and stylish. And Miss Tina Knowles? Oh honey, she came out swinging. She posted the proudest grandmother message ever, basically telling the haters to sit down and shut up.
Blue Ivy also performed on stage at Renaissance. What was it like seeing her do that?
It was the best. Every night her dad and me would get on this platform out there and we would just be screaming our heads off like with no shame at all. Just like, Blue, Blue. And it was a great lesson for her too.
And the support keeps rolling in. Christina Milian jumped into the fray, basically telling everyone to take several seats and let Blue Ivy live her best life. She's been there, done that when it comes to defending celebrity kids from unfair criticism, and she wasn't about to let this slide. Social media is literally exploding with support, with fans pointing out how Blue Ivy is just following in her iconic parents' footsteps, learning how to handle fame while staying absolutely fabulous.
And she's glowing. She's talented. She toured the world with her mom. Like, there's nothing you can say. You can't dim that shine, okay?
Yeah.
So while Choke and his crew are out here questioning every little thing, there's a whole army of supporters who see nothing wrong with how Blue Ivy's being raised. Instead of calling it grooming or manipulation, they're calling it what it is: smart parenting. They're giving her the tools to shine in an industry she was literally born into. One thing's crystal clear. Whether you're team critics or team defenders, Blue Ivy isn't going anywhere.
He wanted to sell a story that he thought would get him higher subscriptions on YouTube. I don't with Choke because Choke knows the truth. He knows the whole truth and he's not telling it.
Now, here's where the tea gets even hotter. If you've been following this mess, you know Choke No Joke and Jaguar Wright are in this nasty feud. Jaguar came for Choke's neck, accusing him of hiding the real truth about what goes down behind closed doors. She basically called him out for using shocking stories to get more followers instead of spilling the real tea. But honey, Choke wasn't having it. He fired back, calling her a hypocrite for being part of the same industry circles she now claims to hate. According to him, she's just bitter about being pushed out of the inner circle.
Saying, yo, Choke, you gotta get with Jaguar, you gotta get with Jaguar. And I always tell him, no, I don't need to get with Jaguar. Because why? Jaguar is a person that was a part of the little clique crew they got in the industry.
The shade just keeps coming. Jaguar threw some serious heat saying someone should choke that joke. I mean, the nerve. But Choke's keeping it somewhat classy, refusing to stoop to outright slander. Instead, he's questioning her credibility, pointing out that for all her big talk about Jay-Z and other industry players, she's never brought receipts.
Because I had him on, but he speaks on...
I wish somebody would choke that joke.
Damn.
This clash between these industry critics has everyone grabbing their popcorn, while Choke's painting himself as this brave truth-teller who got blackballed for exposing secrets. He's saying Jaguar's just bitter about the system that used to benefit her, and with neither side backing down, this drama's getting messier by the minute.
I watched that whole Roc-A-Fella enterprise crumble through a lens.
You know what I'm saying? I was the fly on the wall.
Now let's dive into the real juicy stuff. Choke spilling all the tea about what went down at Roc-A-Fella. That split between Dame Dash and Jay-Z, it wasn't just business, honey. It was personal. Choke claims Dame's relationship with Aaliyah was a major source of tension, especially since Jay-Z reportedly had his eyes on her first. According to Choke, this drama was what really started the whole empire's collapse.
We're trying to shoot at Beyonce too. And that was it for Jay. Like, damn, you took Aaliyah, like, now you shooting at, like, this one too?
But wait, there's more. Choke claims Dame tried to get close to Beyonce during her early days with Jay-Z. Can you even imagine? Nothing came of it, but Choke swears this just made things even worse between them. What started as creative differences turned into this full-blown war, and when Roc-A-Fella finally fell apart, Jay-Z wasn't just walking away, he was making power moves. Choke says Jay strategically pushed Dame out to eliminate any competition, and apparently this pattern of controlling the narrative and building his empire while taking down threats has been Jay's signature move ever since.
All these people, Dame looks wrong for his tone, right?
Right.
But Jay-Z's 10 times, 100 times wronger than Dame because you called this me and you let him black out on all these people instead of saying, yo, Dame.
And here's where everything comes full circle. Choke's saying Jay-Z's need for control isn't just about his career anymore. It's all about how he's molding Blue Ivy's image. Just like he took over the industry, Choke believes Jay is carefully positioning Blue Ivy to be untouchable in her own right. This isn't just about raising a star, it's about building a legacy that nobody can touch. And speaking of untouchable, let's talk about that incident Choke claims left him with a broken jaw and changed everything. According to him, Jay-Z's crew came after him when he wouldn't hand over some footage they wanted buried. Things got physical, and Choke says he literally paid the price with injuries that left both physical and emotional scars.
Jump me or whatever, try to kick the camera out of my hand. And when he tried to kick the camera out of my hand, I moved the camera and his foot went and caught me in the chin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that impact went hard and it fractured my jaw. Right.
Choke's been crystal clear about one thing. He believes that moment changed everything and put him on some secret industry blacklist. He claims he's been targeted ever since, blocked from opportunities in an industry where Jay-Z's influence is everywhere. To Choke, this wasn't just some random fight. It was a power move, a message from Jay-Z's camp about who really runs things. But here's the tea. While some people feel for Choke, others are wondering if this old grudge is what's really behind all his attacks on Jay-Z. I mean, it's kind of hard to stay neutral when you've got this kind of history, right? But Choke swears this isn't about being bitter. It's about exposing the truth about power and control in the entertainment world.
You knew it wasn't gonna last? Are you surprised?
No, I know it wasn't going to last when I got jumped.
Okay. No detail. What do you mean you got jumped? By them?
By Jay's people.
Damn.
And just when you thought this couldn't get any more dramatic, bam. Jay-Z's rumored son, Rymir Satterthwaite, is back in the headlines. For years, there's been whispers about Jay having a child outside his marriage, and now Rymir, who's 31, is making major waves with a new lawsuit. He's calling out Jay-Z for supposedly dodging a paternity test for over a decade, saying the rapper's been using every legal trick in the book to avoid acknowledging him. This bombshell is putting even more pressure on the Carters while they're trying to navigate the spotlight.
It is important that I know who my biological father is, just because, you know, my mom's health, I don't know if it's coming from our family or it's coming from the other side, and that would be something I really would want to find out because, you know, in the future, you don't know what could happen.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. All this drama is happening right when Blue Ivy is becoming a legitimate star. At just 13, she's already got a Grammy, she's voicing Disney characters, and she's performing with her mom on these massive stages. But we all know fame is a double-edged sword, especially for young stars. Just look at the history. For every Leonardo DiCaprio, Natalie Portman, or Zendaya who made it through, there's another story like Macaulay Culkin, who struggled with all that attention and went through some really rough times. And let's not forget Lindsay Lohan. She started out so promising, but ended up dealing with all kinds of legal drama and public criticism.
But like I said, I don't pursue it in any kind of any way. Like I don't have agents anymore and things like that.
Is that because you're just not interested, or?
Yeah, kind of not interested. I don't really like the the pursuit of it.
Sure, Blue Ivy's got two of the most powerful parents in the industry watching her back, but even that might not be enough to protect her from all the pressure of being in the spotlight 24/7. Critics are worried that starting this young might create more problems than opportunities, especially now that her dad's alleged paternity drama is back in the news.
The director, Barry, is a really sweet person, and he tells me ways that I can improve in my lines, and he's very supportive of me and tells me in the nicest way possible.
But let's look at the flip side. Having Jay-Z and Beyoncé as your parents means having access to the best industry knowledge and support system out there. If they play their cards right, this environment could help Blue Ivy not just survive, but thrive in the spotlight, turning all this criticism into motivation. Still, with Rymir's lawsuit making headlines and Blue Ivy's star rising, the Carters are caught in yet another media storm. And honestly, it's getting harder and harder to separate the personal drama from their incredible legacy. Y'all, this story has everyone talking. Is Choke just stirring up drama for attention, or is there something deeper going on here? Do you think there's any truth to what he's saying, or is this just another attempt to drag the Carter family through the mud? And seriously, how far is too far when it comes to commenting on a young girl's appearance? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because we're dying to hear what you think about all this. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe so you don't miss our next juicy breakdown, and definitely check out the next video on your end screen. Trust me, it's just as scandalous. Just as scandalous.